I want to talk about what's been going on with the Resident Evil community lately. More specifically, about Resident Evil 4. This isn't going to be a scripted video, I'm going to speak from the heart. So, ever since the release of Resident Evil 2 Remake, there's been a growing divide in the Resident Evil community between those who enjoy the remakes and had them as their introduction to the series, and those who have been there since the original games released and say that they are the superior versions, without much other rebuttal. I'm going to be a bit of an outlier in that and say both of them are good. I'm someone who was introduced to the Resident Evil series with 7. And since I've played 7, I've gone back to play every single Resident Evil game in the franchise. So far, I have not done every single one, but I am going to eventually because that's what these games are supposed to do. They introduce you to a franchise, get you to enjoy it, and see the history it has. Is there a point to be made that the remake culture is creatively draining? Yes, of course there is. But there is a merit to them existing as well, as you can add things that were not there since the original, like the shooting gallery in Resident Evil 2 Remake that was cut in Resident Evil 1.5, or other things of a similar nature. I have played Resident Evil 4 and its remake for a very large amount of hours, entering the triple digits. I have played both a large amount of time, and because of that, I can say easily, both of them have their merits. Both of them have their downsides. And ultimately, I prefer the remake by a slight margin. But I'm going to play both regardless. It's like when you're in the mood for a more serious Batman, you'll put on The Batman. And if you're in the mood for something more campy, you'll put on Adam West Batman. Video games are made to be enjoyed, and when you can't enjoy a video game and you have to make sure that your opinion is superior, it's not a video game anymore. After all, if it wasn't for the Resident Evil 2 remake, I wouldn't have gone back to Resident Evil 4 and the original Resident Evil. If it wasn't for the remakes, people wouldn't have a reason to go back and see the original history. So shutting people out purely because their opinion is wrong is stupid. Just because I am someone who started with Resident Evil 7, does that mean my opinion on the originals and the remakes is suddenly invalid? I don't know why it would. But that's how some people online make it out to be, and it just irritates me that that's how it is. That you can't be a fan if you're introduced with the remakes, and only if you're introduced with the originals. That's not how being a fan of something works. You can enjoy things the first time you see them. You can enjoy things the 50th time you've seen them. But you can't prevent someone from enjoying something by telling them they shouldn't. At the end of the day, they're video games. Are some things about it bad? Yes, of course. There's always going to be bad things in video games. There's something to be criticized in every game, no matter what it is. But tribalism between what's supposed to be and what is going to be is stupid and shouldn't be a thing. All it does is prevent good things from being created. That's all I wanted to say. Both of them have their merit, both of them have their flaws, and both can be enjoyed. Even though I think the Resident Evil 4 remake is a better game, it doesn't change the fact that the original Resident Evil 4 is a historic monument that can't be taken down. But that doesn't mean that the remake is suddenly invalid either. Both of them have their place. They don't replace each other. They complement one another.